YoNo Gaming, and today we are back with the top 7 solo starter snow biome locations. So I'm going to go through all the biomes in separate videos, and I'm going to give my top 5 to 10 roughly favorite starter base locations for solo players. These are not the best solo base locations like overall. These are just the best, in my opinion, starter base locations to stay hidden until you can get some metal, until you can get some things built up like a Bloodstalker. Then I would advise to go build in like a rat hole or something like that if you are a solo player, which I do have plenty of rat hole videos on the channel, so go check those out if you guys are interested. And let's get in the video. So starting off at spot number 1, most of these are going to be near the border or just somewhere hidden. They are not the best like spot in general, but for starting out, they keep you hidden until you can get built up to move your base and all that, etc. Starting off, the first one's going to be here at 87.2 and 20.8 longitude, and then it's going to be right here on the map, down in the bottom left hand corner in the snow biome. And the spot's pretty much just right over here. You can fit a 2x1. You might even be able to fit a 2x2 if you need to. You can use ceilings, whatever, or you can just build whatever you want back here. It's a pretty decent spot. You can put a vault, but I wouldn't advise that. At the time you would get to that stage, I would definitely move your base. But if somebody's flying by, you can't really see the base down here. If they're on a Bloodstalker or something and they're just looking for base locations, it's pretty hidden down behind those trees in that corner. You can't really see it that well. So, I mean, it's a decent starter spot, maybe just to get a couple forges, a smithy, and get some things built up, like some grappling hooks, go tame a Bloodstalker, then move your base. But number 1 would be 87.3, 20.6, and let's move on to number 2, fast travel. So, I'm going to try to make these videos not too long. I'm just going to get straight to the point, show you guys the base locations, give my opinion on the base spot, and then move on to the next. Okay, enable creative mode. Okay, so spot number 2 is going to be here at 87.332, and it's going to be right here on the map. Okay, so this spot, I advise to leave the trees. All these spots, leave the trees, so if somebody's looking for your base, they can't see it. Like if they're searching the border and they fly by here, they're gonna look down. They're not really gonna see your base spot. They're just gonna keep on moving. Down here wouldn't be a bad spot neither, just to put a little base until you get. It's a cool looking rhino. But until you get your base fully built. But right here is where number 2 is, 87.3, 31.9. It's right back here. You can probably get like a 3x1 or a 2x2, but it's too high just down here, and then build a door. I wouldn't put this here because you want a spot to be able to get down, and I'd put your door here to get in because you might get stuck back here. But it's a decent spot. You can put a couple forges, a smithy, a storage box, and just get yourself started on Genesis. And it's pretty hidden by all these trees. Now if you destroy these trees, it's going to open it up pretty good if people start going by. Even right here, you could put like a 1x1, and you could have a little base right there. But yeah, it's pretty hidden. If somebody's just flying by, they're not going to be able to really see that. It's also in the border. Okay, let's get to number 3. If I can actually find the spot, I'm slacking. There we go, there's the bed. I was looking for the bed. Alright, fast travel to spot number 4, or 3. Which spot are we at? Solo 3. This one's all the way in the right corner down below. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. If you are enjoying the new content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like the videos, comment on what video you want to see next. I'm up to preferences on what I should film. This is a decent spot only because it's just hard to see in this area. Okay, so 87.3 latitude and 50.1 longitude, and right here it is on the map. Okay, So this spot, if somebody is, this area is just very hard to see. So it's going to be a very hard spot to start in, but if you would get a Bloodstalker or get a King Root or something to be able to move around fast and survive, because there's rock golems and all that in this biome, but it's very hard to see. But if somebody was just kind of coming by, looking around, you're not going to be able to see anything in that corner. That's why this spot is such a good spot. Like, you can get lost, like, easily. Like, I just almost got lost, but I would just build a little 2x2 back in this corner, or 3x2, 2x2, 2x1, whatever you want to build, your preference, and just, you can put a little turret tower out here, just probably a couple turns until you get built big enough. Then I would advise moving your base, because people are eventually going to start getting rock golems, all that, and then you're going to get raided. But for a little starter base, it's not bad. It's not a bad starter location. Just the area in general kind of sucks because you can't see crap, and trying to find metal and all that is hard. So this is going to be one of those harder solo based locations to start with, but if you can make it work, then it'd be a pretty good spot. Let's move on to number 4. Okay, number 4. Let's see. Number 4 is probably one of the easiest ones to access starting, like on foot to get to. But it's one of probably the worst spots that I've showed, and you gotta watch out for avalanches. But it's at 82.9 latitude and 16.0 longitude. Right here it is on the map. It's in this little crack area in the cliff, but if you're going by, the trees are what helps you in most of the scenarios. Do not destroy all these trees unless you have to, but it's pretty hidden back down in here. I'd advise just putting a 2x1 to start and then move your base, but it's a decent little spot. Come out here and it's a little bit more easier to survive, but you can definitely access this one a little bit easier starting off on foot. There it is one more time. Alright. On to number 5. Maybe. Solo 5. Ignore all the beds on the map. The other beds are just other video ideas and other spots and rat holes and stuff that I've been finding slowly throughout, looking for other base locations. Okay, enable. Okay, this spot's going to be at 60.6 latitude and 18.6 longitude. Here it is on the map. Okay, and this spot's a decent spot, I think, just because you have the cliff protecting you, and you don't really have to worry about too many people finding you. I don't think too many people is going to be checking all the little cliffs for little bases starting off, but you can build back in this little cliff area. You can't build too high or too high in general, because you'll end up cliffing into these, and on a fisher you can't build like that. But you can at least put foundations, put some refining forges. You might be able to put like a 2x1, one high somewhere in here, like here or something. But it's a decent little spot to start off with. And nothing can really get you. Like, no dinos will be able to really get up there when you're on foot. So it's a decent spot to start off with. Okay. You have plenty of trees, bushes. You can get pelt and all that to make fur pretty easy by killing the mammoths in this general area. Just just gotta also worry about the avalanches and all that. Alright, I think we have 2 more spots left to go. Let's fast travel to them. Let's fast travel to number 6. These next 2 are probably personally my favorite, but these ones you have to get a Bloodstalker to get to. So you could just spawn in the bog biome, farm up a lot of blood bags real quick, get you a Bloodstalker, then head over to this location. Okay. This spot is really high up. It's at 77.8 and 36.0, and it's right here on the map. If the map will render in, there you guys go. Alright, and it's all the way up here. It's almost actually to the world border up top, so you don't have to worry about too many people above you. And it's also not in a buildable zone or like a mission zone, so you can build on all of these unofficial. But you can, it's actually right above it, so nobody will be able to build under you. And you won't be able to put much up here. That's why I'm saying it's a solo base location to start up on. But it's a decent spot. You can even make probably some cliff plats, make the area a little bit bigger, put out a couple hanging turret towers. And yeah, this would be a really good spot because you can't worry about anybody. I don't think anybody can drop anything. I mean, you might have to worry about somebody getting up here. Maybe you can stand right here. Or maybe not, I don't know, but they can also get on a Bloodstalker, grapple, and throw some turtles down. So what you could do is you could possibly put a hanging turret tower up here somehow, get that to work. I don't exactly know. You can even really build your base up here, all the way up here. You just won't be able to put an industrial forge if you build too high, but put a hanging turret tower off there, and then it'll also protect down here. So it's a decent little spot. The next one's kind of the same way. It's also up on this mountain. Let's travel to the last one, number 7. So spot number 7. I'll probably move on to the bog biome next. So the next video will probably be the best starter. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah, that's my bag of stuff I had on me earlier when I was building these base locations. Don't really need it. Every time I transfer, I just lose all my stuff. But so this one is also up on that mountain. It's not as good because I feel like more people can throw things. I thought down here would be a very good spot, but on official you can't build here. But even right here, get a little 2x1 started, put a couple turrets. But I figured up above because you want the highest point. You could put a 2x2 here, put a greenhouse, whatever here, put some cliff plats here. The chords for this is 77.0, 32.4, and here it is on the map right here towards the center. You can put cliff plats, whatever you want up here, and then you're also near the world border, so you don't have to worry about anybody being really above you. Just get a couple sky towers. But like I said, most of these are just to start off with. I wouldn't keep your base here. I'd eventually move. These are just kind of my personal favorite starter base locations for the snow biome when you're first starting. But as I said, you might want to move your base whenever you can because these are not in-game base locations. If you are a solo player, I'd advise you to go to rat holes, like a rat hole base or a really hard base to raid. So if you're looking for rat holes, I have plenty of videos on my channel about Genesis rat holes. Go check those out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and yeah.